Sleep. The moment we close our eyes, something mysterious happens. Our bodies remain still, but our minds, they venture elsewhere. Some say dreams are just fragments of our subconscious, a way for the brain to process emotions and experiences. But what if that's only half the story? What if sleep is not just a function of the brain, but a doorway to something far greater? Many people wake up with vivid memories of places they've never been, encounters with beings that feel more real than the waking world, or dreams that eerily predict the future. Could it be that, while our physical bodies rest, our consciousness travels beyond the limits of space and time? Before we go any deeper, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a dream so real, so profound, that you woke up questioning everything? Leave a comment below sharing your strangest sleep experience. And if you want more content exploring the hidden mysteries of consciousness, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Ancient civilizations believed that sleep was more than just rest. It was a passage to other realms, a gateway to the unknown. The Egyptians held dreams in the highest regard, believing they were messages from the gods, guiding people toward their destinies and even revealing glimpses of the afterlife. Egyptian priests were trained in dream interpretation, and temples known as sleep temples were built as sacred spaces where individuals could receive divine visions during sleep. Some of the most powerful rulers of Egypt, including pharaohs, made major decisions based on dreams they believed were direct communications from the gods. The famous dream stela of Thutmose IV tells the story of how he received a dream from the Sphinx, instructing him to clear the sand covering its body, and in return he would be granted kingship. Similarly, in Hindu philosophy, sleep is not just a biological necessity, but a profound spiritual state. According to ancient Hindu texts, deep sleep, also known as sushupti, is one of the four states of consciousness, alongside waking, dreaming, and the transcendent state of turiya. In sushupti, the individual self merges temporarily with the cosmic self, free from the illusions of the material world. It is believed that during deep sleep, the soul reconnects with its divine source, experiencing a state of pure awareness beyond thought, emotion, and physical perception. This idea is deeply embedded in the Upanishads, which describe sleep as a journey where the soul temporarily withdraws from the waking world and rests in the infinite consciousness of the universe. The idea of dreams as divine messages is also deeply rooted in biblical and Judeo-Christian traditions. Many of the most significant events in the Bible were shaped by dreams. In the Old Testament, Joseph, the son of Jacob, interpreted Pharaoh's dreams and predicted 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine, a revelation that ultimately saved Egypt. In the New Testament, Joseph, the husband of Mary, was warned in a dream to flee to Egypt to protect baby Jesus from King Herod's massacre. Dreams were considered a primary means through which God communicated with humanity, offering guidance, warnings, and even glimpses of the future. Prophets and visionaries alike depended on dreams as a source of wisdom, reinforcing the belief that sleep was a bridge between the human and the divine. But outside of religious and spiritual traditions, many indigenous cultures also viewed sleep as a means of accessing other dimensions. The Australian Aboriginal people, for example, believe in the dream time, a sacred era beyond time and space where the spiritual world interweaves with the physical. In their worldview, dreams are not just personal experiences, but connections to ancestral wisdom, a means through which guidance and knowledge are passed down from one generation to another. Similarly, Native American tribes have long placed importance on dream interpretation, with some tribes believing that dreams reveal hidden truths and offer glimpses into the spirit world. Shamans, considered the spiritual healers of their communities, often entered trance-like dream states to receive messages from the spirit realm and guide their people. Despite the deep cultural and historical significance of dreams, modern science has largely dismissed these ideas, reducing sleep to a purely biological process. Neuroscientists argue that dreams are merely the byproduct of neural activity, the brain's way of processing memories, emotions, and random thoughts. According to the activation synthesis theory proposed by Harvard psychiatrists J. Allen Hobson and Robert McCarley, dreams are nothing more than the result of electrical impulses stimulating different regions of the brain, forming fragmented images and narratives with no real meaning. Similarly, The theory of memory consolidation suggests that dreams help organize and store information gathered throughout the day, strengthening neural connections necessary for learning and cognition. Yet, the deeper we look, the more we find clues suggesting that sleep is not just a shutdown of consciousness, but an expansion of it. If dreams were truly random, why do so many people report profound, life-changing experiences in their sleep? Why do dreams sometimes predict future events with astonishing accuracy? And why do cultures around the world, separated by time and geography, share remarkably similar beliefs about sleep as a portal to other realms? Perhaps modern science has only scratched the surface of what sleep truly is. Instead of dismissing ancient wisdom, we might need to reconsider the possibility that consciousness does not simply vanish when we sleep. It journeys into the unknown, tapping into dimensions of reality far beyond our waking perception. Consider the phenomenon of lucid dreaming, where a person becomes fully aware that they are dreaming and, in some cases, can even control the dream world around them. This alone suggests that our consciousness can operate independently of the physical body. But there's more. Some dreams feel different, as if they hold a hidden message. People report having encounters with otherworldly entities, visiting places they have no memory of in waking life, or even sharing the same dream with someone else. How is this possible? Could it be that consciousness does not reside solely within the brain, but extends into a larger, interconnected reality? Carl Jung proposed the idea of the collective unconscious, a vast, shared reservoir of memories, symbols, and experiences that all humans tap into. This could explain why people from different cultures often report eerily similar dreams, encountering the same archetypes and symbols. But Jung's ideas may only scratch the surface. Quantum physics has introduced the concept of the unified field, a hidden layer of reality where everything is interconnected. If consciousness is not bound by the brain, but instead operates on a quantum level, it would mean that during sleep, our awareness could be tuning into different dimensions of existence. This would explain why people report premonitions in dreams, visions of the future that later come true. The past, present, and future may not be as linear as we perceive them in waking life. If time is flexible, as some physicists suggest, then our minds may be capable of accessing information beyond the limitations of the physical world. Throughout history, countless people have reported prophetic dreams. Abraham Lincoln is said to have dreamed of his own assassination days before it happened. Numerous survivors of the Titanic later recalled dreaming of sinking ships before the disaster. And before major world events, there have been spikes in reports of people experiencing eerily similar, foreboding dreams. Coincidence? Or is consciousness tapping into something beyond ordinary perception? The phenomenon of shared dreams adds another layer to this mystery. How is it that two people can wake up and describe the same dream, down to specific details, without any prior discussion? Some suggest this happens because, during sleep, the boundaries between individual minds weaken. If consciousness is like a radio signal, then it's possible for two people to tune into the same frequency, accessing the same information. But what about experiences that go beyond dreams, where people claim to have left their bodies entirely? Out-of-body experiences, or OBEs, are often reported during near-death experiences, but they can also happen spontaneously during sleep. Some describe floating above their own beds, looking down at their sleeping bodies before drifting into another realm. Others recall traveling to distant locations and later verifying details they could not have possibly known otherwise. The consistency of these reports suggests that what we experience during sleep is far more than just the brain's imagination. Ancient spiritual traditions have long spoken of the astral plane, a realm of existence separate from the physical world, where consciousness is free to explore beyond the limits of space and time. Theosophy, Hermeticism, and certain branches of Buddhism all describe sleep as a time when the soul temporarily leaves the body, accessing other layers of reality. Those who train in astral projection claim they can consciously enter this state, navigating different planes of existence at will, and what they describe is fascinating. The astral realm is said to be highly malleable, responding instantly to thoughts and emotions. Some travelers report meeting spiritual guides, receiving profound teachings, or even encountering other souls. Others, however, warn that not all encounters are pleasant, which brings us to a darker side of sleep: nightmares. While most nightmares can be explained by psychological stress, there are those that defy simple explanations. Some people report recurring dreams of shadowy figures, oppressive energies, or places that feel disturbingly real. Could these nightmares be glimpses into lower vibrational dimensions, places where unresolved fears and negative energies take form? In various spiritual traditions, it's believed that the frequency of our emotions before sleep influences the kind of dream experience we have. Higher states of mind, peace, gratitude, love, lead to uplifting, enlightening dreams. Lower states, fear, anger, anxiety, can pull the dreamer into darker realms. This could explain why nightmares feel so different from ordinary dreams. The good news is that we are not powerless in these experiences. Those who practice lucid dreaming have found that they can confront and even change the outcome of nightmares. Some traditions teach that facing a nightmare rather than running from it can reveal deeper truths about oneself. And for those who experience sleep paralysis, a state where the body is frozen but the mind is awake, many have discovered that fear only intensifies the experience, while staying calm can actually transform it into an opportunity for astral exploration. So where does consciousness go during sleep? Are we merely processing memories, or are we traveling through dimensions unknown to waking reality? Science is only beginning to catch up to what ancient wisdom has suggested for millennia, that the dream world is not just imagination, but a gateway to something far greater. The truth is, most people forget their dreams the moment they wake up. But those who train themselves to remember, by keeping dream journals, practicing lucid dreaming techniques, and setting clear intentions before sleep, often find that their experiences become richer, more vivid, and even life-changing. If you've ever had a dream that felt more real than waking life, an out-of-body experience, or a vision that later came true, you're not alone. Perhaps the greatest mystery is not whether these experiences are real, but what they reveal about the nature of consciousness itself. What if dreams are not just reflections of the mind, but memories of something deeper? A reminder that our waking reality is only a fraction of the totality of existence. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a dream that changed your perspective on reality? Have you ever met someone in a dream and felt their presence linger even after waking? Share your experiences in the comments. Your story might help someone else unlock the mysteries of their own mind. And if you want to explore more about consciousness, the mind, and the unseen dimensions of reality, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. The next video might just change the way you see the world.